So all in the bag. That one over there has got Sam on it, but no Black Cat copycat. Black Cat of Burson, son of Sam. Sandringham serial killer, Black Wizard terrorist, issue. I really don't think so. And as I was explaining in the other video, at the beginning of a precision engineered black box serial killer frame fix assassination was totally illegal. Again, this SS police broke every home office guideline for a person under arrest. Fabricated evidence, made evidence disappear, physical assault, false imprisonment, two blatant lies from a police inspector, far bigger than police plebgate. This Mason Council, White Lodge, local mafia, a local mob. That one's got boo on it, certainly is a big boo. So, at the beginning of a precision engineered black box serial killer frame fix assassination, Norfolk Bacon SS, Windsor Gestapo. So local Nazis was totally illegal. Everything that followed was just more of the same. Again, still with 7 monster lies, 7 bogus diagnoses, not even Harry Houdini could escape from. In a 22-year catch-22, complete abuse of power, position, authority and influence in public office. And coming back to the film, Angelina Jolie, they certainly are masters at changing things. If you will not comply, conform, consent, obey and confess their monster lies and bogus diagnoses are true, certainly will fix you. And in the film Angelina Jolie, the Changeling, based on actual events, her son is abducted and the boy they return to her is very similar to her son, but it's not her son. So when she says, this is not my son, they claim that is her son. And because she insists that that is not her son, because it's not her son, they have her put into a psychiatric hospital. And again, like Pink says, when you're surrounded by bigwig know-alls, knobs, dickheads, hags, liars and evil clowns, I certainly disappear before they come for me. There was a French professor in France, and certainly no sombre, autonomy of a crime, woolly hat, serial killer here, who questioned the covert official narrative. Police rolled up at his home and took him to a psychiatric hospital for daring to question the covert official narrative that had more holes in it than a sieve. Again, there was a man, saw a video of a man in Canada. Federal police turned up at his house because he said a certain something was making people disappear. He was also put into a psychiatric hospital. Psychiatrist said he was delusional. No, he was telling the truth, and that is now confirmed. Official data and reports, peer reviews. So again, no Black Panther, serial killer here. Africa, Dis, Norwich and Sandringham. Again, you certainly can see my ex-wife, Shay Fraternal, far in Burson, big police council. Doctor Who collaboration. No Bonnie and Clyde, Jekyll and Hyde. Number 21 or number 23. No Breaking Bad, gun runner, drug dealer, woman beater, hoax bomb sender, Dis post office. No serial fire starter here, really don't think so. And no Brady and Hindley, no Huntley and Carr, no Fred and Rosemary West here. So that is the name of the game, set you up with the biggest monster lies and the biggest bogus diagnosis. And another very good watch is the girl with the dragon tattoo, the girl who kicked the hornet's nest when a young girl is put into a psychiatric hospital by people in high places, all to cover up their high crimes. Where she's framed and detained, she is sexually abused, punished and tortured by her consultant psychiatrist. When she speaks out about the abuse that she is being subjected to, her consultant psychiatrist, abuser, says she is mad, lying and making it up. No, she is telling the truth. He's the one who is lying. She manages to conceal a camera, films the abuse that she is being subjected to prove that she is telling the truth. And it was like the postmasters, the sheer pressure and mental stress that they went through drove 13 postmasters to suicide. 59 other postmasters also contemplated suicide, completely tortured, punished. They had committed no crime by number 10 in the post office. I was watching some of their stories, and you really cannot put into words what you go through when you're buried alive down the longest, deepest, darkest, blackest hole where all the monsters are. And again, that is a red Mondeo there. I know Red Carmichael Dunn, Michael Sands, Sutcliffe, Steve Wright, Wayne Cousins, Brady Huntley, Fred West, Black Panther, serial killer here. And that is also a Mondeo, Steve Wright Ipswich, riding round in a blue Mondeo, 5 girls murdered. It's also got Wizard and Boss on it. May have been involved in the Ringland murders here in Norwich also. Did work in Norwich Red Light District in the Ferryman pub. Though some people do ask if Steve Wright was a ferryman, taking the girls to other people. Some are said to have been found in a satanic pose. And he never has to confess to the 5 girls murdered in Ipswich. But no Sutcliffe, Steve Wright, Sandringham serial killer here. No Black Wizard terrorist, issuer, all in the bag. No Clockwork Orange, Norwich train station. Mountain bike rapist, child 44, Black Wizard terrorist, issuer, really don't think so. Simon Bailey Don't Cry, and his blonde host plainclothes lover and her partner. And it was interesting, Simon Bailey Don't Cry, he did retire recently and he's still quite young. And the car taxi over there backing up has got 22 on it. Again, it really is a 22-year catch-22, complete abuse of power, position, authority and influence in public office, and he's a very tall taxi driver. But no host for the beast here. So Simon Bailey did retire quite young, and that one's got lab on it, and there is a deadly serial killer virus, all delivered by Dis Post Office, Royal Mail, Postie Assassins, Vigilantes, Postie Mass, only have infected everyone apart from me. And no Sombre, Autonomy of a Crime, Woolly Hat, serial killer here, serial rapist in France, unchecked for over 30 years, riding around in a silver Peugeot. I think it was 54 women and young girls sexually abused and raped. And Simon Bailey was meant to be heading up the investigation when Wayne Cousins arrested Sarah Everett in a fake covert arrest, abducted and kidnapped her, raped and murdered her, set her on fire and dumped her on a golf course in Kent. Armed Scotland Yard police officer. And there was Garrick also, 120 sexual assaults and raped, another armed Scotland Yard police officer. There were 6,000, and you couldn't make up this figure, that was the figure on the Sunday night news. Again, not me leaving the body of a 17-year-old sex trafficked girl on the Royal Sandringham Estate, Killenfields. See Prince Harry the Spare for details. Late Prince Philip's favourite hunting area, and that one's got Sam and wife on it. But no Black Cat copycat, Black Cat of Burston, son of Sam, Sandringham serial killer, Black Wizard terrorist, issuer. You certainly can see my ex-wife, Shay Fraternal Far End Burston, Big Police Council, Doctor Whom collaboration. Inspector Numbnuts Bunton, Mr. Fixer, Liar Pants on Fire, now precision engineered, Black Box, serial killer, frame, fixed assassination. So on the Sunday night news, there were 6,666 reports, disclosures from girls in rich boys' private schools, colleges and universities, disclosure and sexual assaults, rape and gang rape. And Simon Bailey Don't Cry, Buckles H, he was meant to be heading up the investigation into the sons of the most powerful families in the UK. Again, sexual assaults, rape and gang rape. I never heard any more about it. There was over 6,000 reports of the same sexual assaults and rape and gang rape in public schools. In public schools, state schools also, over the last few years. So loads of girls came forward. I don't know if they found any justice. And again, the grooming gangs in the UK raping their way through Britain, 50 towns and cities. Been going on for over a decade. Keir Starmer and the Labour Party, the police, council, social workers tried to cover up. Labour votes were more important than thousands and thousands of young girls, victims, mainly English young girls, been through an horrendous ordeal. And again, no Roy White and my van man, Christian B, Sandringham serial killer here. So there are plenty of grooming gangs in high places. Royal grooming gang think that is their royal privilege. And Jimmy Savile, big friends of Prince Charles, procuring children for the royal family. And again, very good film. The Final Gal, Rich Boys, Rich Boys Loft Party, hunting young girls for blood sport. And that one has got 22 on it. Norfolk Bacon SS wins the Gestapo, the local Nazis. Really is a 22-year catch-22, complete abuse of power, position, authority and influence in public office. Certainly want me boxed up, locked up or done in, disappeared one way or another. I did get a visit from them one time, that was a classic. Said if I didn't stop posting they would make me disappear, but when they found out the IPCC, the Independent Police Commission Complaints Department, had taken up my case, even used the word framed. Mandy Liddon backing me 100%, knew I was telling the truth. And again, that one's got 23 and axe on it. Bit like Daniel Morgan, who was going to expose corrupt police at Scotland Yard, and he ended up with an axe in his head in the Golden Lion pub car park. You certainly do have to follow your golden compass before you get axed. So again, when they found out the IPCC, Independent Police Complaints Commission, had taken up my case, Mandy Liddon backing me 100%. Again, never about money, just rattling their big Black Panther serial killer cage, and they couldn't get out of the house quick enough. And I did, Mandy Liddon did put my case in at Norfolk Bacon SS wins the Gestapo, the local Nazis. Supposedly called the Professional Standards Department, I call them the Unprofessional Police Cover-Up Department. Stuart Craig would not even register the complaint. And what was the complaint? This SS Police, Inspector Numbnuts Bunnan, Mr. Fixer, liar, liar, pants on fire. Broken every Home Office guideline for a person under arrest. I was denied a phone call. Solicitor of my choice, Simon Nichols from Belmore Solicitors in Norwich. I was told no duty solicitor was available. Fabricated evidence, made evidence disappear, completely perverted the course of justice. Physical assault, false imprisonment, and again set me up as a red car. Michael Dunn, Michael Sands, Sutcliffe Steve Wright, Wayne Cousins, Brady Huntley, Fred West, Roy White and my van man, Christian B. And disappeared into maximum security. Obviously why you do have to follow your golden compass, because they will box you up, lock you up, throw away the key or get you done in. Disappeared one way or another. That's all to cover up high crimes, royal blue murder, frames and fixer switches, monster lies and bogus diagnosis, and certainly not mine. Again, they're precision engineered, black box, serial killer frame fixed assassination. Sealed with 7 monster lies, 7 bogus diagnoses, not even Harry Houdini could escape from. But I have the truth, Africa, Dis, Norwich and Sandringham. They have the big monster lie. Again, they want everyone to believe is true, but never the case. 39 on all accounts. Norfolk Bacon SS wins a Gestapo, and that one's also got 22 on it. And that really is a 22-year catch-22, complete abuse of power, position, authority and influence in public office. So it is always a bit of a tough call when it's people, Dis, Mason Council, White Lodge, a local mafia, a local mob, when it's people all in positions of power, authority and influence in public office, and they are the ones setting you up with the biggest monster lies and the biggest bogus diagnosis to get you done in or boxed up, locked up, throw away the key. Again, all to cover up high crimes, royal blue murder, certainly not mine. Frames and fixer switches, monster lies and bogus diagnosis, and certainly not mine. So they will bury you alive down the longest, deepest, darkest, blackest hole where all the monsters are. But no monster here, no beast of Punjab, Bradford, serial killer here. Again, no sombre, autonomy of a crime, no woolly hat, no purple guy, serial killer here. Close as I got to cereal is Kellogg's cornflakes. One big monster con, a monster bluff, all online for the world to see through. And again, they will make more than your social media accounts disappear for exposing the truth. So like Pink says, when you're surrounded by bigwig know-alls, knobs, dickheads, hags, liars and evil clowns, I'll certainly disappear before they come for me, and I do move around a lot anyhow. Before you do get boxed up, locked up or done in. And that one's got kill on it, again set you up as a red car Michael Dunn, Michael Sands, to get you done in or boxed up, locked up, throw away the key. And all to cover up a rich boy's loft pie, human hunting pie, their high royal blue crime, blue murder, certainly not mine. And again, 2 blatant lies from Inspector Numbnuts Bun and Mr. Fixer, liar, liar, pants on fire. I do have the letter in black and white. Written by Peacock, signed by Inspector Numbnuts Bun and Mr. Fixer, liar, liar, pants on fire. Again, see Prince Harry Potter, Prince of Darkness, E.T. Hybrid Host, Red Dragon. Yes, high royal blue crime, blue murder, certainly not mine. Again, you can see Prince William and Prince Harry, not alone, Prince of Darkness, E.T. Hybrid Host, Red Dragons. Their high royal blue crime, blue murder, certainly not mine, 17-year-old sex trafficked girl. Boozed and hunted and found dead on New Year's Day, late Prince Philip's favourite hunting area. And as always, that is the word that came off the Royal Sandringham estate, Killenfields, loud and clear. And it was interesting too, because when I heard Prince Harry's birthday, I did Google Prince Harry's birthday. 15th of September, so I thought people must be mistaken. They must have meant Christmas pie or New Year's pie. As the poor girl's remains, 17-year-old Eastern European girl, were found on New Year's Day right in the heart of the Royal Sandringham estate, Killenfields, late Prince Philip's favourite hunting area. Not far from the stud and the stables, Amber Hall, Prince William's residence. You also have Wolverton Wood Farm Cottage, Hunting Lodge, Prince of Darkness, E.T. Hybrid Host, Red Dragons, SS Sandringham, 666 Wolfpack, and again it was the full moon last night, human hunting, feasting, blood drinking, harvesting adrenochrome, castles, manor houses, UK's Devil Island, country estates. So, like I say, I thought people must be mistaken. But then the autopsy did establish that the poor girl's remains had remained on the Royal Sandringham estate since September. So then the story tallied. Someone knew something and let the black cat out of the bag. And they did close Sandringham down for a whole month. This mysterious killer dog virus appeared mysteriously, so they shut Sandringham down for a whole month. But whether they were combing the estate because they knew someone was missing and couldn't find it, and then the poor girl's remains were found on New Year's Day by a dog walker. That put me even more in the clear because I wasn't staying in a disused beach hut at Hitcham, North Norfolk coast, 7 miles from Sandringham, the end of August, September. I was at Blakeney Point, 30 miles away, parked on the hill in Blakeney where there's a live web feed, cameras in the spa shop, staying on a barge at the end of the harbour car park over at the watch house on Blakeney Point, having a swim with the seals, cast for a sea bass. So there's a couple of stories about nuns. I'll do that video next.